Welcome back everyone to another episode here on Eat Sleep Brief. And this week I thought we'd do something really cool. I actually just came across this idea last week. I don't know why it never crossed my mind, but let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. The other day I was cleaning up my boxes, cleaning up, everything. And I don't know if I shared this with you guys. I know we shared it on Instagram. I don't think I ever shared it on YouTube, but probably a month or so back I was able to get my hands on some Kessil lights. I got the mounts here. Both the flex mount, I forget the exact name for the other mount they make, the one that's a little bit more fixed. I also got the little dongle, the USB. But anyways, I really, mainly got their lights, the Kessil 360 as well as the Kessil 360 Refugium light. Now these two were supposed to be, and probably are still going to be, for a future build that I'm looking, whether a I don't know, I want to make a really simple setup, take all the complications out of it. I got some ideas. I'll probably share it in the future exactly what I'm talking about, but these will be put to that. But then I was also thinking, I personally have never seen side-by-side Radions and Kessils. At the beginning, to be honest, I've never run Kessils in my life. I've seen them at LFSs, but one thing seeing them with their lighting, their corals, their everything. Another thing is seeing them on your own tank. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool, since my system has an 80-20 and it's easy to interchange lights, to remove one light on the very left, install a Kessil 360, turn off the middle light, and only leave the right light on. Just to see the shimmer, pretty much just get my takeaways, my thoughts, how it looks on my specific setup. Maybe there's someone out there watching this video that you're considering either or. Maybe you're really after shimmer. Maybe you don't care about shimmer. Maybe you like the low profile. Maybe you don't care about the low profile. Whatever it is, I think it's gonna be really cool. Seems to be a manual. And then here we have the light itself. Wait, no way in heck. I really had never seen the 360X in person. This thing is tiny. What the heck? Wow. Okay, well, that kind of caught me a little bit by surprise. I honestly wasn't... It's just when I go to LFSs, I really never look at them, and I don't think I've seen a 360X in person. But it's ridiculous. It's something this small of a... Look at that. That easily fits in my hand. Can cover a 24 by 24 inch aquarium. Then down here we have the hanger. And I'm guessing the power... Yep, the power supply, the cords. From my understanding, this one out of the box doesn't do Wi-Fi. You need to get the dongle. And I think the K-Link is, one of them I think connects to the dongle. The other one is if you want to daisy chain them together. Don't quote me on that. I'm really interested to see. There's no way in heck this thing can have that much spread. Like, seriously? I mean, that's what we're doing this video for, right? We're about to find out. It's crazy that to mount this thing, you just need this tiny little hanger. Good thing for you guys, it's going to be very easy to mount it on here with my 80-20. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a zip tie around the 80-20 to just loop with the little hanger you guys just saw. So all I need to do is get the tool to remove one of these. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to remove one of the side ones. I'm going to turn off the center one so we can only have one side on, one side Kessil. But more importantly, we could see exactly the differences, maybe what I can notice, and kind of give you guys my thoughts on it. But I don't know, I find it really hard, something with that big of a footprint is going to be able to cover, I think what 24 inches would be from roughly from about there till give or take somewhere here. So I don't know, that's going to be really interesting. Got the lights fully mounted up, the Radion, so I didn't have to undo all my wiring and all that. What I did, I just flipped it up, put it on the top bar. It's a really nice light, even to illuminate the room. But we've got the Kessil 360 under it. I got it connected. Let's give it power. Okay. Huh, why is it not powering on? I don't think the Wi-Fi needs to be connected. Yeah, we're gonna pretend I already knew this. You have to power it. Yeah, of course. You have to put up the intensity. Let's put it at 100%. Obviously don't have a spectrometer, so I'm gonna do my best to adjust the color till it looks as close as I can get it to the current light. I don't know about you guys, but I think I did a pretty good job. So first thoughts, the light fixture is tiny compared to Obviously, and it's cool I mounted the Radion on top because you can see the size comparison. I will tell you guys, I'm blown away at the coverage it's able to do. I figured here it would do pretty good coverage, but I wasn't expecting that great coverage here. I guess what we can do is turn off the middle one to really give us a better idea, because obviously the middle one is throwing some light in this direction. So let's do that next. Now I just got the middle light off, and again, I still think the colors are pretty comparable. And yeah, sure enough, this light was bleeding some over. It's, like I mentioned earlier, I really wasn't expecting to get that much light in the outer corners, and it's beyond able to throw light pretty much everywhere through the scape. I mean, we can even have a look. Yeah, every bit of corner of the, even more than 24 inches, honestly, I'm having it cover, is for sure getting light. I could probably say with the Radion we're getting a little bit more light pushed out to the corners, but then again, it is a bigger fixture. Another thing I'm noticing, both lights right now, and it's very hard to judge it with your eye, but both of them seem about the same amount of brightness. The only thing is this one over here is at 100% intensity. Yep, it sure is at 100% intensity. And of course, I know with the eye, it's not the best gauge of intensity. It'd be a lot better with the spectrometer and so on, or even a par meter. But I can say for sure they're about roughly the same intensity. And even on camera, they look about the same. Very quickly, one thing you're able to see is, just like, you know, with every Kessil, what they're known for is the shimmer. So you can see very little shimmer coming off of the Radion, and you can see there's a ton of shimmer coming off of the Kessil. There would be more. The only thing is this light is pointing light on top, or else the whole wall would have this shimmer going on. And you can certainly see that shimmer going on with the rock itself. You could see just pretty much everywhere you look at it, and even on the sand bed, and obviously on the corals. Whereas this side, if you look at the sand, look at, that's crazy. The Kessil's throwing light as far, I'm almost positive this shimmer you're seeing here is from the Kessil. It's not from the Radion. But with the Radion, there's pretty much no shimmer, and we can confirm it again with the wall. Very little going on. The surface agitation is being broken up in the same exact manner on both of them. So all we can really say, it's the light creating the shimmer that's actually happening right now. But there's very little going on. The good thing with the new G5 lights, they're not bleeding out individual colors. And you would think with such a small light source like the Kessil, you would expect a little bit more disco balling. But they've obviously perfected their design, and just like everybody always said, there's no disco balling effect. All the colors are very evenly blended, and that's actually pretty crazy. Now the Radion over here is running at 35%, and this one's running at 100%. I really think it's pointless for me to put that one at 100, because again, that's a way more powerful light as far as watts versus the Kessil 360. I mean, this light here throws out, I think at 100%, it's throwing out about 90 watts. This one's what, 260 to 80. So it wouldn't even be worth running this one at 100, because obviously this light is going to be brighter. So I really don't think that test is even, it'd just be a waste of time really. If you guys, I guess, want to see it, I can maybe do it at the end just to show you what this one looks like at 100. Originally, I will be honest with you guys, originally I wasn't a big fan of the shimmer, and I actually really didn't like it. It made me dizzy, which was pretty interesting, but it certainly adds another look, another dimension of the tank. It's really cool to see the shadows. You get a little bit more better perception of depth. Of course, there's nothing wrong with the Radion that just pretty much lights everything up like a pretty even blanket. But I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed with it. I'm sure if we mounted like 3 or 4 Kessils under here, would obviously look a lot different. But one interesting thing, and I always worried about Kessil, this is one of the reasons I ever considered them, I was always afraid that that shimmer would carry on to the outside of the tank. And as you guys can see, there's nothing. There's no shimmer coming on the ground whatsoever. Yeah, I am getting some on the wall, but none of it is protruding out to here. And that was actually a big concern when I first was kind of considering them. But it's cool to see that they've really mastered focusing all that light not only one thing's focusing it, but also dispersing it. You know, I really got to say they know what they're doing, no doubt about it. So I was just deleting some videos from my camera and accidentally deleted that last video that pretty much ended the whole Kessil. So I'll do my best to remember what I said. But yeah, as far as the lights, you guys can see for being such a small footprint and such a small light source of where the light emits from, it's pretty powerful. I mean, I honestly, I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to cover the outside corners of the tank as well as it did. And I was really afraid that the shimmer would actually come out to the ground, and it didn't. But yeah, again, being a 90 watt LED in that small footprint, I'm pretty blown away by it. Now, will I switch 100% to Kessils? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so at the moment. One thing I may consider, and I'm just putting it out there, it wouldn't be a bad idea maybe to add 2 Kessils right under there if I wanted some of that shimmer. But like I said, we'll see in the future if that's something I end up doing or not. So who is the Kessil for? You know, what type of people would go for a Kessil? Maybe you're watching this video and you're on the fence of either Radions or Kessil. The Kessil, surely if you're looking for something with a very small footprint, Kessil all the way. Ease of use, I would have said Kessil probably a year ago, but now Radion with their templates, AB+, I mean, they have so many templates with their lights that they're very simple to use. Also Wi-Fi capable, maybe a year, 2 years back, I would have said Radions, but now Kessil introduced their own Wi-Fi dongle that you can totally control your LEDs and actually customize the color a lot more than with just the dials on top. But surely if you are a person that really loves the shimmer and you absolutely love that look, I would 100% say to go with Kessils. Between that and the small footprint, it's a very good option. Now, if you're someone that maybe has a deeper tank than about 30, 35 inches, I don't think a Kessil would be able to penetrate as much as these Radions would, just by the wattage they output. Then probably you'd want to go with Radion. Again, they're 2 different lights. I don't think you're gonna either succeed or fail doing one or the other. I think both of them you'll have great success with. I should rephrase that. With both of the lights you'll have great success with. I don't think you going either or direction you're gonna fail. But surely, if you're after shimmer, I'd say 100% go with Kessil. If you want something that's a little bit smaller footprint, go with the Kessils. If you got a deeper tank or just like the Radions, like the ecosystem they have, that's a good thing with Radion. You know, they have pumps, wave makers. They pretty much are building a pretty solid ecosystem based on that platform. So I think that's going to be it, guys, for this week's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe if you were on the fence on deciding between one light or the other, hopefully this video helps. So I'd love to hear your opinion down below in the comments. What do you guys think? Which one would you like over your system? Would it be Kessil? Would it be Radions? Or maybe run a hybrid of Kessils and Radions? I'd really love to hear it down below. So if you guys did stay till the very end, be sure to let me know in the comments who you are. I'd really love to have a chat with you guys. And I also really enjoy the support. If you aren't subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribe. Also be sure to like the video if you liked it and share it with other people out there, whether on forums, on Facebook, because I'm pretty sure there's someone out there on the fence that could really use this video. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much. As always, happy reefing.